I want to sit and talk to you guys about the art of deception and how the elite use it for their personal agenda and their personal gain, despite if it's our family, despite if it's our soldiers. What they do is they create an illusion, like this illusion right here. You see? I mean, look at me. So you know, you take this illusion and then you broadcast it over tools that the elite use, such as the media, which they own, and it's for their personal gain. And basically, even though you think it's because you believe in that tool, and wherever your faith lies is where your path will be. So my suggestion to you is not to believe in the media that is total deception, especially like creating trials so that they can create it's all about population control for them, because if there's more people that can outnumber their soldiers on any given time, like one leader calls upon another leader in the country and he says, hey, it's time to create some deception. We're going to blow up this building and we're going to blame it on you guys. And we're going to go to war and we're going to become rich billionaires so that the next generations of our kids and their kids and their kids continue to prosper. Meanwhile, while other families suffer. Well, see, I have a problem with deception because there is a God. Just like the air that you see in front of me, but you can't see it, right? I said that you can see it, but you can't see it. Yet you know it's there. And you know bad energy exists. So bad energy will use things such as illusions or staged attacks uh, and create this on the media so that they get a response. And sometimes they get pissed because the response doesn't go as planned. Especially when trying to induce martial law. But nobody wanted to participate in stupidity. Most people wondered why they didn't just mow down these people that were creating the trials. It's one thing to peace gather, but to sit and burn things up, that was paid. Just like armies get paid, mercenaries get paid. The mercenaries will go to the high. And what are mercenaries? They are paid men that back up deception. And they will do anything and everything to create that, to keep that power, to stay in control of the masses. So, um, anyways, where I want to get to this is think with your own mind. Do not base it off of stories. Do not base it off of media. Base it off what's going around you. Be the light around you. If you see someone that's in need of help, be a man and do what you can to aid it. Even if you're afraid of what's to happen, let me tell you something. You don't have to get involved, but I don't know how you can live with yourself to sit there and watch someone cry for help and do nothing at all. But back to the media. The media is driven by the rich people. How do you think ISIS gets all their military? Money. By deception, by elite leaders, which they're not leaders, but elite people who have a personal agenda to reign and control over Earth. It's a power trip. You have different animals that do different things, like birds fly and caterpillars walk and turn into butterflies and all that lovely stuff. And you have humans that were once bad that turn good, which is awesome, very powerful. And the truth will set you free. My instinct will want to tell you guys that you need to follow your heart, not what you see, because what you see can be an illusion, can also be a deception. And if you follow deception, then you are destined for defeat because you're being led like a mousetrap where there's cheese. Okay? And so this is true. The best way to get past this is unity and to trust one another that you're around. And if you feel a bad vibe, get away from it. Also, things that hold you down, pretend like you're a balloon. Anything that's holding you from floating, cut it off and rise. And how do you rise? Rise with love, kindness. See people as family, your own family. Um, and do this locally where you're at. Facebook's fine, but local people need it more than people you don't. I mean, we all need it. But you get what I'm trying to say. If you don't, I'm basically saying, look, be kind to others. See them as family. And if you see other people that are producing fear or being bullies or whatever, my suggestion if I were a leader would be take them out. Take them out so that their filth psychology will never pierce another human being, nor their nastiness of pillaging, fondering, church going people, molesting kids, and all this deception that gets your mind off of God. It's all basically negative energy. If there were no religion and there was no God or devil, we all know that good and bad exists. So acknowledge what is good and what is bad. And how do you do that? You trust your gut. I'll give you an example of how to trust your gut. For those that just hear me say trust your gut and just move on to something else. Trust your gut means like this. When you're around somebody and then you ask them if you can borrow their car. And they say, no, it's not because I don't trust you. It's just that I don't let anybody borrow my car. They just basically told you that they don't trust you to drive their car, which is okay. It's their car. But read between the lines. And this is what you got to do with the media. You have to look ahead to see what they're up to, what they're doing. A lot of my videos don't make it out there. If this gets out there, it'll be great because the world needs to see it. People need to wake up and realize that this is all a psychology game used with illusions and deception. You know, look at this guy, poor guy. Uh, seriously, anybody that has life is tough when you go to war and you come back like this. Although, like I said in the beginning, this is an illusion and this is no disrespect to any of the handicapped people who've served. Thank you so very much for serving. I just don't want in the future no longer people to have to serve under some wicked elite just to depopulate people and then come back and have psychotic issues because what they were told to do basically goes against their soul. And I'm here to say that God saw that. He forgives you. And anybody else, we just need to repent from our sin. What is sin? Anything that holds you down, holds you back spiritually, soulfully, or whatever. So bottom line is the elite use deception as a tool. What is deception?